everybody, welcome to the Grim Report. Today is all about a cryptid of sorts. Well, it is a cryptid. And this is what this month's going to be themed. Cryptid Month. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, hopefully, at the 27th of this month, I will have my team, which are my friends and also like family to me. You know what I mean? And I will have a special guest. Someone who's seen these cryptids since, well, not these, but cryptids you know about. Well, one in particular, Bigfoot. He's seen them all his life, ever since he was a little kid. I won't reveal any more than that, because, what's the fun without anticipation? Anticipation. Whatever, I suck at words. Thus, those who've seen the Grim Report, since my very conception, I suck at words. That's why I type out so I can read it. I suck at speaking. Now let's get to this. This is called I'm going to spell it out. I'm going to have the link in the description. Well, not the link, but I'm going to have the name in the description so you guys can see the name. But this thing is known as the elephant killer. Well, killer of elephants. It stays near water, but it really looks like a rhino, guys. This thing looks like a rhino, almost completely like a rhino. Nothing like a hippo, but more like a rhino. Think of a rhino with a tail. I'll get in the description later, but a rhino with a tail, one horn, you know, some rhinos have two horns. One horn, not made out of hair like an elephant, but more like ivory, not hair like a rhino's horn, but more like ivory like a elephant's tusk. This thing, it's on the Congo River basin, is, that's where some jungles are at, as well as swamps. Some cryptozoologists say it may be a modern day three-horn, other Triceratops. In 1933, guys, this is where it comes in. The Waushi tribesmen, they killed one. In 1945, they talked about it in IN Journal. The journal was called the Mammal, M-A-M-M-A-L-I. In 1987, guys, this thing was again talked about. The same one that was killed by a guy named Dr. Roy P. McCall. He found this, and he said the publication was a living dino. In his publication, he said this thing was a living dino. Possibly, like I said, like they said before, possibly a Triceratops. In 2004, a French cryptozoologist found a wooden sculpture of one. A wooden sculpture. But from what I've gathered, this thing hates elephants and hippos. It's territorial. They're very territorial. Like I said, they have smooth skin, guys. These things are not like elephants at all, but think the color of elephants. They have floppy ears like elephants, but they're very short. They're not long like elephant ears. They're short. They stick to the side of the head almost. They have the body's very wide, but muscular, not bony. Or think of a rhino when you think of the body width of how broad it is and how wide it is. Think of a rhino. As a snout, kind of looks like a rhino snout in a way. As like I said, this have long horn, but it has a long, thick tail. This is what separates. Rhinos and elephants have those short tailed hair at the end of them. This thing has a long, thick tail like a dinosaur. Not a small one, a thick one. Think about that thick, and this thing's pretty long from what I've gathered, and pretty tall. This thing's about as tall as an elephant. Think of a rhino with smooth gray skin with an ivory tusk, kind of like a tooth. Big ears like an elephant. As tall as an elephant. Smooth skin like a rhino. And feet like an elephant. Feet like a kind of like a rhino, but it has kind of like toes, almost like. They eat plants. They are very aggressive, and they use the horn on their nose as a weapon, as any animal would if it had, a protruding element, either claws, horn, whatever, out of its head. But when you think of this horn, don't think of a rhino's horn. Think of an elephant tusk, of kind of like a lot ivory along those lines. Think about that. Now, this thing has been known to skewer or gore elephants as well as rhinos. This thing gets up a charge and charges at a rhino. One story is this killer of elephants charged into an elephant because it was in its territory and gored it, cut it open, clean cut with its horn. So think of a rhino going at full charge that's as big as an elephant, full charge, hits you with that horn. It's going to gore you. Like I said, this is one of the reasons why they think it is a Triceratops but in evolved form. Now, not much is known because, like I said, this is a cryptid. There are no photographs, sketches, yes, but copyright claim, stuff like that. Don't want to get into it. But look this thing up. You'll see this picture of this thing. It has a horn, looks like a rhino in most cases, but it has a distinctive long, thick tail, like a dinosaur. And has floppy ears like an elephant, and is as big as an elephant. Now, this thing has not been heard or seen of since 2004. When they found that sculpture of it. Now, do sculptures make this thing real? No, but does Bigfoot prints make Bigfoot real? Does sculptures in museums make anything real? Really? Does it prove anything? No. Did the dude see the skeleton? No. My research, no, he did not. This thing is rather huge. As tall as an elephant, guys. As tall as an elephant. With a horn. Out from descriptions, that's from everything I've gathered, it's that. Floppy ears, broad body. It's got a snout. Of course, in the snout, it's got a horn. Does not say how big, how long, tall, how wide this thing is. Well, broad. And a spectrum, they said, as tall as an elephant. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty broad to hold that amount of weight. With a horn. It is a mammal, from what they know. But think about it. A living, breathing dinosaur. an evolution of a living, breathing dinosaur like a triceratops that evolved into what it is today. Now, how something like that could survive, I don't know. I mean, think about Loch Ness Monster. How could it survive? Think about a lot of things. There is this to ponder, though. I want to know what you think this thing is. Is it a dinosaur? Or is it something else? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. And like I said, I'm going to be saying, always say this. Good luck. Good night. God bless.